What's up, guys? So we're gonna be checking out ManaDomes today. I have not seen ManaDomes literally at all for gameplay, so they can actually be used quite well for synchros because of Meek, as well as if you mix in Visa Starfrost, you can really make use of them. But anyways, let's go over the effects of them because I don't know if any of you guys have really seen them either. So the field spell for them lets you add a ManaDome or a Vista Starfrost, so you're able to search out whatever you need. We're going to see the opening play with Room Heart to add Meek over here. So this card over here, when it's normal or special, you get to add one ManaDome card, so you're going to go for Meek. Meek is another card where you get to special summon it relatively easy, but this is kind of like the opener play. So Vista Starfrost will destroy Meek, allowing you to special summon Vista Starfrost. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this card, but once it's in your hand, you pop one on the field that's different from it, and then you just summon. And then Meek, when it's destroyed by a card effect or by battle, you just summon another Meek. And on top of that, it also has the ability to be special summoned really easy. So that's basically how you get out all of these cards really easy for free. Like your core combo is these 3 sets of cards, and because this lets you search out whatever combo piece you need. And then this one on top of that also lets you add that ManaDome card from your deck here, which can actually include any ManaDome card except for itself. So that's like the basic core combo. Then you go into Baron, that way you can stop a lot of other plays. Then now we're seeing Scare Claws mixed in over here. This is kind of a weird mix-up deck from this guy player over here, but I like it. So this lets you target a Scare Claw or a Vista Starfrost and special summon it. So that's how you get extra additional combo pieces to extend your combo. Then we have Lit Chart. Just as a heads up, this is an OCG deck, so it doesn't really matter. Maxi isn't even used in here, but just wanted to mention that as a heads up. As well, these cards are only OCG only anyways for the ManaDome as right now. Now we see the Primitive Planet. So this lets you add a Scare Claw monster or Vista Starfrost from your deck to your hand. So this again searches Vista Starfrost because it's kind of needed for most of your combos. Now another card that has the same stats, because they have this effect where if you control Vista Starfrost or a monster with 1500 attack and 21 defense, which can be Vista Starfrost, or you can go for Rykart, which has the same stats. So this card over here, when this card is normal or special, you get to add a Scareclaw Spellshot Trap. So that's how the deck has insane consistency. And now you're going to see Nova here, and this lets you target a Scareclaw or Vista Starfrost. A lot of the combos, man, it's just get out Vista Starfrost as much as possible. And then we see Excel bring out another Meek, and now we're seeing the Cross Sheep as well as Ashrod coming out. And now this card lets you bring back a Banish card. So it's basically almost using this as like a Malicious. If you guys have played Heroes, you just keep on bringing this back, and it's a level 6 tuner, which is actually pretty dang powerful. And then we're seeing the Leichhardt come out once again, going into Elf. Now I know Elf, we don't got it here, but again, it's an OCG deck list. It's not like this card is super important for the deck, but now what does this card bring out? That's right, we go for in this instance we have Rykart coming out one more time, and because this card has the effect, let's just target a level 2. Over here, we go for Meek once again. So, the end board actually has an insane amount of protection. It's very hard for people to defeat this board. There's also addition of Solemn Judgment here for extra protection, but that's not going to be super consistent because you got to go into it. But Baron is already a disruption here. Now, Chaos Angel, because you summon it using a light and a dark, so it has the bonus effects based on what you actually go for. Synchro Summon. So, for this card, Synchro Summon, you get to treat one light or dark monster you control as a tuner, and if this card is special summon, you can target one card on the field and banish it, and then it gains the following effects based on the original attributes of the materials used for its Synchro Summon. So if you use a light and dark, so if you just use a light, the Synchro monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated monster effects. So that's basically why it's a Synchro deck. And then on top of that, if it's dark, your monster can't be destroyed in battle. So basically, you get out as many boss Synchros as possible, and then they can't be affected by your opponent's monster effects, and on top of that, they cannot be destroyed by battle. And then on top of that, you have a Baron for a negation. Now, Bestial Dissipator is another card that has a disruption. As a quick effect, you target a banished card. As soon as it's summoned, though, you get to target a banished card and special summon it, and then the quick effect, you target one banished card, shuffle it into the deck. Then if you were the owner of that card, you get to destroy that monster. So because this card is banished over here, you can shuffle it back, and then basically, and that's not really a negation, but it is a disruption. So we have a negate, we have a pop, and then we have Ice Jade over here, Jaimir. So this has a quick effect that makes it so all face-up monsters you control cannot be destroyed or banished by your opponent's card effects this turn. So you have, like, this already has, like, protection. So if they stop this card, you get this card for extra immunity for all of your boss monsters that you throw out turn 1. So it's a really different take on Synchros to have a very defensive turn 1, like, you ain't destroying any of my monsters playstyle versus negate everything, which is kind of the more popular way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I thought this was really cool to go ahead and demonstrate and highlight, as, again, I've not seen legit, like, one ManaDome deck since it got announced, so let's go ahead and cover it. Now, this guy's playing Ninjas. Ninjas is actually a pretty good archetype as well. So we see Book of Moon. He's going to activate this effect so he can protect everything as well. So everything going to be immune to being destroyed or banished. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop the Book of Moon here. But remember, they're immune to all the monster effects anyways, and can't be destroyed by battle. So now he's going to take control over the Elf. Elf's going to try to bring back the Ninja, but Baron says, nope, not today. And he gets rid of this because, well, that's a Link monster, not a Synchro. So it's a very interesting take. Like I said, he even still has a Solemn, but again, that one has to be drawn into. But I want to go ahead and highlight it. So let's go over the deck profile by player over here. Oh, it's not a Hungry Burger one over here. But yeah, really cool to see ManaDomes see some play. So there's another card that I don't really need to talk about because I covered this in a previous Synchro video with like the Synchros with like, if you want like a negate everything Synchro deck, I've already got gameplay of that. But this one is a little bit defensive. It's super defensive. So here's what we got. So it's running the Bist engine as well. So we got the Druid Worm, Magd, and Baldrake. Very, very common stuff. This is Starfrost. You have so many cards to search out. Already went over Room Hearts effect. Rykard just lets you get the additional card to bring back a Vista Starfrost. So you can Synchro really easy. But Revolution Synchron, pretty good. You can use it as material to go ahead and if you Synchro summon a power tool or a 7 or 8 dragon monster, that's a pretty good card since it lets you just go for those field spells. And again, the field spell searches out your combo pieces anyways. And then we have the Ash Blossom, and then we have Max C over here. But like I said, so OCG doesn't matter. It didn't even need to be used. But obviously, if you're playing in the OCG or if you're playing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, then yeah, max out of Max C's until that card gets banned. So we have the Imagining It reveals 1 ManaDome and a Vista Starfrost in your hand. Then you get to draw 2 cards. So it's kind of like a draw power engine of the deck. This one lets you destroy monsters, and then you get to add one of the I believe it's the field spell here, and then we have, of course, searchability for field spell. Then we have like the special summon of Vista Starfrost once again. Then we got 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, Called by the Grave, the field spell, which is the Primitive Planet. Again, this one searches out the Scareclaw. This one searches out the ManaDome. These all both search out the Vista Starfrost. And then we have the ManaDome Reframing. So this makes it so it's a counter trap. So when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated when you control a Synchro monster, you get to negate the activation. But if you have Vista Starfrost or monsters with the same stats as him on the field or in your graveyard, you get to destroy that card. So that's pretty easy. So it's basically an Omni Negate, and then you can banish it from your graveyard to target up to 3 ManaDome monsters and shuffle them into the deck. So you could recycle your stuff, but mostly, I mean, this deck, it only just needs like an instant negate. Since this is only like once per turn, yeah, you only really need 1. If it wasn't, I think you could probably max out on these because it's just why you control any Synchro monster. And it's a Synchro deck, so that's not too hard. And then triple Solemn just to make sure everything goes all according to plan, because this whole deck is all about having a very super defensive turn 1 playstyle. But I'm curious to know what you guys think of like the Synchro playstyle. Do you guys think it's any good? I will still probably argue, yeah, the Synchro negate like 6 cards, 8 cards. That's probably the better go-to because you can stop a lot more. But it's very hard to stop 2 monsters that have like makes all your cards immune to everything. But it's another way to play, so at least you guys get variety. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it if you're new here and do want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck gameplays in the future. Subscribe to the button. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I'm out. Peace.